woman tries to lure cat to safety from the tiniest hiding place for hours. One day, while walking home from work, Alicia Karras heard faint meows. Upon looking around, she found a paw showing from inside a tiny space under a gate. When she bent down to get a better look, she discovered a little cat curled up into the cold and dirty crawl space. Because the crawl space was very tiny, Karras couldn't reach the cat and pull him out from there. So she went to a nearby store and bought some cat food. She tried to lure the cat, now named Ying, out with it, but to no avail. According to neighbors, he had been there for weeks and needed immediate help. Despite that, he refused to get out of the crawl space. Not even food was able to change his mind. He poked his head out and came out just a tiny bit, but would dart back in if a car passed or if I got too close, Karras said. I stayed for about an hour trying to get him out of there before I got too cold and had to go in. I didn't want to leave him, though. Karras wanted to help Ying desperately, but he was too scared. So she just pushed the cat food under the crawl space in hopes of Ying gaining some strength. She then left for home. However, she couldn't stop thinking about the poor cat. I felt like he was already my cat, Karras said. I just couldn't leave him there. It makes me sad envisioning him in that cold space for as long as he had been. Karras went back to the place the first thing the next morning and checked to see if Ying was still there. To her delight, he was. So she decided that this time she wouldn't give up until the cat was in her arms. I again got a can of food and this time put some on my hands to get him out of the gap, Karras said. He got closer and closer and proceeded to eat from my hands. When he finally wriggled all the way out, I scooped him up and took him home. In the beginning, Ying was very scared and meowed a lot, but then he began relaxing and purring in her arms. Once home, Karras set a nice bed for Ying on the floor. He explored his new home for a little while and then immediately drifted off to sleep, all curled up in front of the heater. When Karras took Ying to the vet, she realized that thankfully he was not suffering from any health problem. Then the vet cleaned him up and vaccinated him, making him ready to go home all fresh and new. Now Ying is happy in his new home with his mom. He loves her unconditionally and is obsessed with her. He never stops conveying his gratefulness to her. He circles around me if I'm sitting down and rubs against my legs when he wants to be picked up, Karras said. He's been by my side ever since I took him in. I feel like he's adopted me in a way.